Hello everybody, AVT here, and I am back with another video for Star Wars Galaxies Legends. And today we are going to be finishing out the collection for Nim's theme park. So, if we go into our collection tab, the only one we are missing for the Nim's theme park badge and the Jenkins J1 rifle prototype is the Weed Whacker badge. To get that started, we're going to have to go over here to Ran Machado, who I have already made a waypoint to, and I'm doing a very poor job of driving to, but that is okay. And we'll get started off. Now, for those of you who have done Nim's theme park before, you know this is a little bit of an arduous process, but I'll explain here in a moment. Alright, so here's Ran. Hey, care to help out the city for Nim? What's in it for me? Notoriety and a small sum of credits. I'm listening. Nim has put me in charge of pulling up some of the unintended foliage around the stronghold and city. All you need to do is find the weeds, pull them up, and dispose of them properly. How do I dispose of them? There's a dumpster over there by the kennels. Don't worry about that yet. Once the job is done, I'll send you a comm with the location of the dumpster. Okay, I'll do it. Here is the requisition. Fulfill the job, then come back. We don't have all day. Now, as you can see here, we have to pull a certain number of each kind of weed, and they're a random spawn around the stronghold. So, we have our show all object names on, and there is one right here. So we're going to go ahead and pull this one. There are also two types of uncommon weed. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around, and we're going to pull this one. This is one of the uncommon ones I was just talking about. This one is the yellow pod weed. And then there's also the tall weed, which is an uncommon. But what we're going to do, there's one right here. So we're going to drive all over the stronghold with our show all object names on, and we're going to pull every weed we can get our hands on. That's going to be important for a subsequent collection. But basically, once we're done with the yellow pod weeds and the tall weeds, we're not going to be pulling them anymore. Because if they're already spawned and you keep removing the other ones, all it's going to do is increase the chance of there being more uncommon weeds, and it's actually going to help out other people who are looking to do this quest as well. So basically, we're going to be the good guy and help everybody out. Awesome. Well, that part is done already. There should be a paddle cacti. Yep. Awesome. Is there one here as well? It does not appear that there is. And that's going to be the gist of this collection. So we're just going to keep driving around and doing this. I would put in waypoints for these, but to my understanding, they are a complete random spawn. So I don't think it would matter if I did so. I think this is the low-growing weed. Yes, it's a low-growing. And there we go. We're just going to keep driving around and doing that. Ooh, perfect. One of the rare ones. I did forget to mention that if you pull extra of these weeds, you just get 25 credits for each one. So you do get something out of it. And then they will actually appear somewhere. I don't remember where that is, to be honest. Another paddle cacti. Oh, good. Another one. Making good progress. This is actually going much smoother than I remember it going on live. But then again, I also still haven't found a single tall weed, so maybe I shouldn't say that yet. Is there one here? Ah, haha, look at that. I didn't jinx it, I did just the opposite. I will not complain about that. Since they seem to be so densely located, I think I'm just going to stay on foot for the moment. I did take movement speed in my entertainer buff in preparation for this mission, so that I would be able to do this a little smoother. There we go. Might as well pull this one, because why not? Alright, so we only need one more tall weed and one more low growing. And then we are already done. I always forget about that rock actually blocking that completely off. The way the guy's driving around, I wonder if he is also doing this quest, which might make it a little difficult because he might also be looking for a tall weed. Let's keep pulling these. Takes us a little more time, gives us a little money, and then it gives the chance for one of the uncommons to spawn in that location. Anything in this corner? There is not. Too bad I can't pull just any weed, because there are a ton of tall weeds. I just can't pull them. Perfect. Wow, that is the absolute fastest I have ever done that collection. I am not going to complain about that at all. Perfect. And then he has given us the waypoint to the dumpster, where we can go ahead and dispose of these weeds. It should be, whoops, over by the quartermaster, if I remember correctly. And I do. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get this done. There's the dumpster. And now we just need a return. Let me go ahead and delete that waypoint. I think that guy is also doing the weed whacker collection. Weed type 8. All right. And there we go. So now that is complete. And if we go in here, what we need to do now, so you can see here, Stronghold Weed Whacker Collection. So we're going to add this to our collection. Weed type 8. And then it is right here. So now what we're going to need to do is, this quest is repeatable. So we're going to have to go in and we're going to do it over and over and over and over again until we have all of these weed types and we complete the collection. So I'm not going to make you guys endure watching me do that. It's going to take quite some time, but I will be back with you once I've got it done. All right, everybody. So here we are. I am at Ran here, and I have been at this. It's taken me several days to get to this point just because of my limited time. But I have gone through and I have gotten every weed on here except for weed type 2, which I just got. And so what I wanted to show you really quickly here is that you can get repeat weed types. Make sure you do not delete them. They are actually used for another hidden collection that we will talk about in another video. But anyways, I just wanted to share this moment with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and add this to my collection. Boom. There we go. So we have now completed the NIMS Themepark collections, and we've been given the Jenkins J1 rifle. So let's go ahead and take a look at this new rifle. I absolutely love the way this thing looks. It is so cool. Make sure whatever you do with this rifle, you save it. Because as I just showed when I right-clicked on it, you can deconstruct it. And if you deconstruct it, it can be rebuilt into a top-tier weapon. So this is going to be one of the best guns in the game. So right now, sadly, the DPS is not that great before it's reconstructed, but let's go ahead and shoot somebody with it, just because I love this thing. I love the way it sounds. It just sounds so cool. We'll go ahead and take out these guards really quickly. I just have to show off the rifle a little bit. Man, I love this thing. So there you go. There you have it. That is the finale of the Weed Whacker quest and the finale of NIMS Themepark. So really quickly, before I close out this video, I wanted to give you a quick pathway that I had been running. I found it to be very, very efficient to gather up the weeds, because as you do so, right, you're going to keep gathering them even if you finish them, so that you have a chance to spawn those uncommon weeds, which are going to be those yellow pods and those tall weeds. So I'll just drive it really quickly. I'll keep my map open, but I would talk to Ran. I would come down here, grab the weeds right here next to these buildings, grab the weeds that would spawn over here, come along this wall, grab these, come through here, grab the weed that spawns here, grab the weed that spawns here, grab the weed that spawns here, follow this pathway here and grab the weeds on either side of this alleyway that you're seeing here. I would come around this wall, grab all the weeds on this side of the wall, going all the way back here, and then I would grab the weeds coming up this side of the wall. I would then loop outside here, follow this wall all the way along, grabbing all the weeds here on the outside. And then from there, I would loop inside and grab all the weeds along this inside wall that would spawn. And of course, if you finish the collection at any time, stop the pathway, start it over. As you can see, there's a lot of uncommon weeds spawned on this pathway right now because I've been clearing it out to finish up this quest. But I would gather all the ones along this outside wall here. And then I would actually loop inside again. I would gather all the weeds along this inside wall here. Gather them all on both sides of the wall here. Come right through here. Grab them right here. Make sure to get any right along this wall here. And then I would come back through here and repeat the loop. That seemed to be a really good spawn timer because every time, by the time I would get back here to the front, the weeds would have respawned. And then if there were any uncommons that had spawned on the pathway that I had already cleared, I was able to grab them. So I hope that helps you guys. I know this video probably wasn't the most entertaining and you didn't get to see most of what I did, just because, like I said, it took me about 3 hours. I had to do it over the course of several days, but we did get it done. So, as always, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you hit like and subscribe down below, and I will see you next time.